Another way to indicate caliber and utility ratings is with finder tags. When we discussed the organized principle, I demonstrated how to use finder tags. Well, you can use finder tags to flag high caliber items. Here's a folder of papers that are useful for a paper I'm writing about insomnia and my sleep button. I've got over 200 PDFs or aliases in this folder. They're well organized in nested folders, but that's not enough. It's also helpful to use tags. So what you can do is you can actually apply or define a tagging system that's based on the CUPA system that I'm describing here. So for instance, I define a tag to flag high caliber items. So here's a document that meets these criteria. I can use Control T to bring up the tagging window, and then I can apply the caliber tag, and it shows up here in a color yellow. I've previously defined another tag, which is I'm using the dollar system for high utility items, which we'll discuss in the next section, and that has green color. Having done that, I can then quickly scan visually for high caliber documents, and I can also use a search tool. Command Option F here brings up a search tool, and in this window I can search for everything that is tagged as, for instance, high caliber. Grab this tag, and then I've got one item here that meets this criterion, which has reduced the space from 200 plus files to just one file. Now you'll see in the next section that you can actually define quantitative tags if you happen to want to rate your files of higher or lower caliber. We discussed in a previous section that for many purposes qualitative tags are enough, but if you should want to go quantitative, then you can do that as well.